Hey everybody, it's Sarah, aka Meal Preppin' Mom. I wanted to check in with you this Sunday afternoon and share one of my favorite recipes. I am going to show you how to make chickpeas that are crunchy. And chickpeas are often used to top salads with. They're used sometimes in other recipes such as hummus and that sort of thing, but I want to show you how to use them as an alternative healthy snack to potato chips. So I want you guys to get out the following things before we get into the recipe. You're going to need a measuring cup. You're going to need some basic spices. I have cayenne pepper, paprika, turmeric, black pepper, Himalayan sea salt, garlic, ranch seasoning. You're going to need some olive oil, which I just have in my Misto spray can here. You're going to need distilled white vinegar or white vinegar and a straining colander here. One, because we're going to rinse them off first. One pot with a lid, another pot with a second strainer here. Of course, the organic garbanzo beans or chickpeas, and a baking sheet with parchment paper on it. So the first step in this recipe is to take your organic chickpeas, put them in your strainer, and make sure that they are thoroughly rinsed off. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so I just took my can opener here and I opened the can of chickpeas. I'm going to pour that into the strainer. Make sure they're all out. They tend to stick. And we are going to rinse them thoroughly underneath our spigot. So this is the first step. Moving right along here to step 2, we rinsed off our chickpeas, put them into the pot, and go ahead and get your white vinegar. We need 2 cups of that. So we're going to get 2 cups of vinegar. We are going to add that into our pot. And I already put my salt on because it's easier to do it ahead of time. So I put 2 cracks of our pink Himalayan sea salt on there. We are going to bring our chickpeas to a boil. And as soon as they come to a rolling boil, we are going to remove them from the heat and turn the burner off. Okay, so here is the rolling boil. As I said, we're going to remove it from the heat completely. We are going to set our timer for 40 minutes, and we are just going to let the chickpeas soak in our pot in the vinegar for 40 minutes. All right, everybody, so our timer is done with the 40 minutes. We are going to take our chickpeas out of the vinegar pot, and we are going to strain the vinegar off into another pot. And make sure you save that vinegar for your next batch, because I promise you that you are going to thoroughly enjoy these chickpea chips in this case. And we want to preserve that first vinegar juice for our second batch when we go to make it at a later date, because it adds additional flavor. So take your chickpeas, save that vinegar that has been poured into another pot. Okay, so here's where we can take our olive oil. We're going to spray our parchment paper pan down with olive oil. A little bit more there. Take our chickpeas, because we drained off the vinegar, and we're going to transfer them right onto our pan. Take the spatula and bring them out into a flat surface here. And this is where we begin to take our spices. So I'm going to take pepper. I'm going to take some garlic powder. I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil to keep the tops from sticking. I'm going to take some paprika. Cayenne pepper. For a little bit of spice. And finally, going to take some turmeric. Turmeric is really good for inflammation. It's a natural spice that will help if you have any type of inflammation going on in your body. You know, oftentimes when you work out and that sort of thing, inflammation will occur, and you know, we try and suffice it with icing, but turmeric is another nice little spice to use for that. So, just gonna take the spatula and kind of mix all those spices around onto the chickpeas evenly. And we're going to move our chickpeas into our 400-degree oven. And we can close the door on that. And we want to set our timer to bake for 35 to 40 minutes. And what we're gonna do is we are going to check them periodically because we want them golden brown and crisp, but we want to make sure that they do not burn. So the outside is gonna be golden brown and crisp, but the inside is gonna have a little bit of that soft feel yet, like a chickpea normally would. So I'm going to set it for 40 minutes, hit start, and I'm gonna check it periodically. All right, everybody, so we are about halfway through the 40 minutes. You can see that they're getting golden brown. I'm just gonna take the spatula and move them around a bit. At the halfway point, we are going to push them back in and continue the time. All right, so there it is. Our 40 minutes is up for our chickpeas. We are going to pull them out, and they look good. Put them on a hot pad and let them cool down. So, in the meantime, close the oven door. What is so much better about the chickpea chips versus potato chips? First of all, take a look at the nutrition label. We have 30 milligrams, of sodium, which if you take a look at a traditional bag of potato chips or Doritos or something like that, you're gonna find that the sodium is much higher. I don't even know exactly because we just don't have potato chips or Doritos in our house on a regular basis. We may have it here on occasion because it is okay to treat yourself to those things. You don't want to always shy away from them. You know, you're a family with kids, and that's understandable that they might want to enjoy that as a snack, or if you have a birthday party or a celebration. So that is fine, and I'm not saying that we're better than anybody, you know, for eating this versus Doritos or potato chips. Certainly have them from time to time and enjoy them. But overall, looking at the label, we have 19 grams of carbs because we take our carbohydrates minus the fiber, so it's 19 grams of carbs. But check this out, 7 grams of protein in these chickpeas. That's awesome. That is a great source of protein. So we can make them this way, the nice crunchy way, and you can see here as they cool down, they are crunchy. They sound like a little potato chip. We can eat them this way, or we can put them on top of a traditional salad and get protein that way as well. So, as I said, save the vinegar. You end up losing about 1/2 of a cup from the 2 cups that we started with. Save this vinegar for your next batch. You're gonna need it. And then take out a little baggie. Fill the baggie up with 3/4 of a cup. Pack it as a snack in your lunch, and you have that instead of your traditional potato chips. This is Sarah, aka Meal Preppin' Mom with Mommy Daddy Fitness. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Have a great Sunday night, everybody. Talk to you later.